Do you feel like you're walking around with a mask on? It's the one that everybody else sees around you that looks like perfection, but underneath feels freaking terrible. Like exhausted, sick, defeated disappointment. And you are a super successful woman from the outside looking in. People see your corporate path is very successful, or that business you've created and it's booming, but inside you're dying. And you're wondering, is this all that there is? Is this all that's left? And if any of this sounds familiar to you or resonates for you, then hi, I'm Jennifer Zenzolson, founder and owner of Laughing Lotus Wellness, transformational purpose coach and expert. And what I do is work with women just like you, just like me, who have arrived in a place where they're just not really sure how they got there. And if there isn't something more that we're supposed to be doing. And together in our work, we get clarity. We get clarity around how you got where you are, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. And it might be where you are. It might be that we need to make a little bit of a shift. I know I did. To get you where you want to go. And we want to get you back to that place of purpose-filled passion and success, right? It's not like one or the other, but it's both. And I want to speak to over 15,000 hours on a couch sitting across from people in psychotherapy, right, as a clinical social worker and working. One of the greatest tools that we have in our lives is the gift of transparency. And I will tell you, the best teacher on the planet is a teenager. Because if you are not transparent and authentic with a teenager, they will call your shit out, yo. They will be like, I call bullshit. I'm telling you what, best thing ever. Also, people have experienced trauma. Best human observers on the planet. And if you aren't real, they will sniff you out. And so it was a great lesson for me. And I'm authentic anyway. I'm like, wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm like who I am all the time anyway, right? So I'm like probably not the best example. But I want to say that I kind of showed up that way anyway. But I know that when I talked to other clinicians that worked in those populations, that they would get called out. Even one of my friends was just telling me a story this last weekend. She went into work and she works in a school setting and she was working with a student and she came in and she was like, so how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. And the kid was like, too much. Like lovingly, like, that's not real. And she goes, you know what? You're right. I'm really tired and I had a hard morning. And the value of that moment, and this is what I want to hear, I want to have you hear me say. The value of that moment is connection. When we show up in a state of transparency, the gift is connection. When we can be vulnerable, honest, authentic, transparent, people feel safer. And I know this sounds kind of like a strange, like, okay, but Jen, like transparency and right. Trust me when I say the moments that I've shown up vulnerably with someone, spoke from the heart, asked for a thing that was hard, because I'm not one that's great at receiving, just being real, where I had to maybe ask for a favor, was hard. And it inevitably turned into a connection. You know, I think about one of my dear mentors and teachers that I want to hold space for is Keith Howard. And Keith was a counselor in a high school that I routinely worked with my teens, and we had a lot of cases in common. And he would go in and do a suicide panel every year where he would talk about the loss of his brother. And the most beautiful thing happened on my caseload, but also I know for other people, which was that even when Keith wasn't the teen's counselor, they sought him out. For every moment of transparency and kindness and compassion and authenticity that he held meant a kid felt safe, meant a kid would reach out. And so it was part of a docuseries that we did on teen suicide where we talked some about this. And I just want to really emphasize Connections, true transparency, and authenticity is going to allow you to be aligned in your purpose. I want you to show up authentically. When I had that client say to me, "You don't laugh as much anymore," I knew something was wrong. That was her being super transparent with me. And then I had to be transparent with myself and take a look and be like, yeah, she's right. I'm not myself. This is a sign of my misalignment. And when we stop feeling like it's as easy to step into those spaces, that mask, it's time to take a look and go, oh, okay. Yeah, I see what happened here. Right? And so this is so crucial in our journeys, but it's really crucial as a human being. I would rather, and I'll say this till I'm dead, I'd rather spend time with somebody transparent and authentic than I would that person that's like, everything is awesome and everything is great. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell to do with that. What? No one's life is like that. Maybe moments are. I want to celebrate those moments with you. And I also really love the gritty people. My clients were fucking brave for coming in that office and sharing their stories, taking off those masks, right? Taking off the covers and stepping into that space with me was a gift. It was a gift of connection. And as I do this more, the more abundance comes in. I'm just going to tell you, it is a whole domino effect of stuff. I'm just going to it's so big I can't even get it in one little vlog. I can't. But I wanted to just really light a fire in you, to take a look at that mask you might be wearing, to take it off, to get real. Because the gift of that is a freaking connection. And I will guarantee you it's a game changer, not just for you, but for the people that you're connecting to. I know it, I lived it. 20 plus years, still going strong. And so I want to invite you to step into that. And if that tip was useful, I want to send you over to my website where I have tons of vlogs and material for you. Right there on my website, it's laughinglotuswellness.com. Again, laughinglotuswellness.com. Go check out the vlogs, check out the materials. Got a free gift on the homepage. I want to invite you to send you over that way and see if you can tap into any other gifts that are going to help support you in that path to purpose. So until next time, my friends, sending blessings, love, and light. This is Jen, supporting you on your path to purpose.